Well, graduating soon, coming up next, kickstarting your career.
At 6:12, a few important tips for job seekers out there. After the break, all you need to know to be prepared.
Thanks a lot, Yasmin. Well, it's graduation season, and that means thousands of island grads are looking to kickstart their career. And although the jobless numbers have dipped a bit here in the U.S., it seems that the list of qualifications to be considered for a job these days is growing longer than ever before. And preparing for that interview can be stressful. But you know what? We've got you covered this morning. Joining us now is professional recruiter and career coach Jennifer Hill with some tips. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me here this morning.
So you talk to these island grads and, they get out of college and they think, oh, I'm just going to get a job and make lots of money. But that's a misperception, right?
It's definitely a misperception. Unfortunately, a lot of kids nowadays, they graduate college, and they're expecting to make $50,000 a year right out of school.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. It's not going to happen. It's extremely competitive. I own a staffing firm in Los Angeles, and for every one posting I get, I have over 100 applicants, sometimes 1,000 for one position. So the question becomes, how do you differentiate yourself from all the thousands of other applicants out there? One of the things that I always tell people is proper preparation. The analogy I've been using lately is I'm actually in town for a conference of legal administrators here in Hawaii, and what they do is when I work with a law firm, it's like a trial attorney. A good trial attorney would never go to trial without proper preparation, integrity, and evidence to support their case. Nor should you, as a recent college graduate or as somebody who's looking for a job, go into an interview without proper preparation and proper integrity and proper evidence to back up your claims.
I read somewhere that it's really important to ask good questions, the person being interviewed, because it shows that you've done your research about the company.
Absolutely. I'll tell you one of the tips that I give to everybody. Before you go into any interview, you should always prepare the 3 5s. 5 reasons why that company should want to hire you, 5 reasons why you would like to work for that company, and 5 questions regarding that position. Because if you get to the end of the interview and Mr. Employer says, do you have any questions for me? And you say no, it makes you look completely disinterested and unprepared.
What about the biggest mistake that you notice that these college graduates are making in the interview situation?
The biggest mistake that I notice that college graduates make in the interview situation is they say the same thing. If I ask 1,000 college graduates, why should we want to hire you? What they all say is, I'm hardworking, detail-oriented. Oh my God, seriously, shoot me. I've heard that answer so many times, it drives me crazy.
Okay, so what should they say?
So instead of just saying, you're hardworking, you would want to say, I'm very hardworking. Let me give you an example. There was a term paper that I just finished that I actually invested 48 hours working on up until the last moment, and because of that, I was awarded some award for this essay.
So details to back up what they're saying.
Evidence, just like an attorney wouldn't go to trial without evidence. Therefore, you need to provide evidence to substantiate why you're hardworking, why you have good research skills, analytical skills, and you have that from school, school, internships, and you need to provide that.
And lastly, what about dress? Because I know a lot of college students, they don't necessarily have business suits or career clothes, so they end up wearing nightclub clothes sometimes, right?
Oh God, I had a client calling me the other day complaining that girls come in next to nothing skirts or blouses where you can see all the way down the blouse.
Yeah, no.
So
right.
here are a couple tips for when you're going in for an interview. Be careful about dangly earrings. A lot of people aren't aware of this, but if you have dangly jewelry or something that's going to distract, it takes away from you. No dangly jewelry, no overpowering scents. I once had somebody go in for 5 interviews and wore too heavy of a scent on the last interview. That person didn't get the job. Also, stick with simple colors. This blouse, for example, I would not recommend wearing this to an interview because it's too bright and you never know. You don't want to detract from what you're saying. So blues, blacks, and grays. You want to do closed-toed shoes and just keep it very simple, elegant, classy. For men, I still recommend wearing at least a tie with a long-sleeve shirt, if not a suit. But for women, I always get asked, do you wear a pantsuit, skirt suit? Either is acceptable as long as it's conservative, it's nice, it's well-tailored, and you also don't look frumpy. I see some people who come in looking like they're wearing a garbage bag.
Ooh, all right. Well,
Not
Jennifer
good.
Hill, great tips.
Thank you.
And good luck to all those college graduates out there. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
And if you'd like to see this interview again, you can head to the top video section of our website, KITV.com. It is 6:16.